Hi, it's me, Vicky Marie, and I've come on live. I'm sure I've caught a lot of you off guard, but it's just easier to go live because I've got a little bit of a break between classes, and it's this photo. It's this photo, isn't it? Let me start off by saying thank you to everybody who is subscribed to my channel. Thank you to everybody who watches my videos, puts up with me rambling on sometimes. Thank you to all of you who like my videos, leave comments. Well, they're nice comments anyway. Thank you to those of you that participate in my chat, and a special thanks as always to my members. To those of you who have joined my channel and are members, thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who sent me a super, bought me a Ko-fi, or any of those things that you've done to support my channel. And I just want to say I'm getting quite a high volume of emails at the moment, which I'm trying to keep up with, but I'm failing pretty miserably. But thank you anyway. Please don't stop sending in emails. I always get to them in the end. So, gosh, it's like just when you think things can't get any weirder, they get weirder. What is it all about, this photo? Hi, Wendy. Hi, Quizzical. Hi, Simon. And hi, anybody else who's watching at home. Now, I want to, complete sort of transparency. I am not a royalist, and I think most of you know that, but I still would not wish any harm on Kate, Princess Kate, who had this operation a couple of weeks ago, and since then everything's been very mystical. Hi, Mello. I hope she's okay. I honestly hope she's okay. Now, all this started, there's been rumours, hasn't there, been going on for a while, that the operation that she had, we don't know what the operation was. They said it was abdominal surgery. There were suggestions that it was more serious, more complicated. But there's been hardly any comments from the palace, only to say that she's recovering as they were expecting, and round about Easter time, they're expecting her to be back in public life. Now, at the same time, of course, Prince William has been absent from some duties, and when they say he's juggling his prince duties with looking after Kate and looking after the children. Just makes me laugh when they say that, because he obviously isn't juggling them like most people would have to juggle them if their partner was ill, or if somebody was a single parent, what you have to do all the time, juggle everything. He's not cleaning his house. He's not going and doing his shopping. He's not, he'll have a nanny, he'll have a cleaner. So, I think it's a bit misleading when they say he's juggling all the things he's got to do, because I don't think he's quite juggling them like normal people would have to. But, I'm sure it's difficult, but it's all very strange, isn't it? So then so it all started. Let's look at where it all started. Exactly, Quizzical. He won't be doing any ironing, that's for sure. Loading the dishwasher or washing up the pots or, changing the beds. He won't be doing all that. Why do they make it so he's juggling, we should all feel sorry for him. And also, he's not losing any money when he doesn't go into work. He's not thinking, he's got to go to work because otherwise he won't get paid like some people do. You don't work. You work for yourself. You don't work. You don't get paid. You can't just stop doing whatever it is you're doing, especially if you're a single parent. There's no other money coming into the house. So, it's not right what they're saying about him. But anyway, so it all started yesterday, didn't it? I feel like I'm living in this quite often these days. I feel like I'm living in a parallel universe for all sorts of reasons. But this has been, this was what started it all. So this picture, so it's got the Prince of Wales. So it's supposedly been taken by the Prince of Wales 2024. And the statement she gets, so this is the Prince and Princess of Wales Twitter account, but I think it went out on Instagram as well. It's a verified account, so we can't even, unless she's been hacked. But thank you for your kind wishes and continued support over the last 2 months. Wishing everyone a happy Mother's Day. C. Okay. So this was what she put out yesterday. And then, of course, you know, I mean, sorry, it does look ridiculous. And now Twitter have even added a context. Readers added context they thought people might want to know. Major news agencies included the Associated Press, Getty Images and Reuters. No inconsistencies that suggest digital alteration by Kensington Palace. So I'm going to rate that actually. So this is, I quite like this context thing on Twitter, because you know what Twitter's like. There are a lot of things. Do I have to go anywhere? If I can just rate it easily, I think I will. Rate it. Yes, I think it is helpful. I'm just, why is it so? Anyway, never mind. Provides important context. Yes, I do quite like these context things on Twitter. That's something that is good now about Twitter. Well, I'm calling it Twitter. I should be calling it X. I don't think I'll ever get used to calling it X. So, yeah. So all the things that have been said about this photo, it's the hands, particularly Charlotte's shape of her arm. There's the length of Kate's arms. There's this Louis, this really weird hand that he's got here, and the weird hand holding on to the chair. There's the lack of reflection in the window, of lack of reflection of anything. Just the whole thing looks weird. The fact she's wearing skinny jeans and she's just had abdominal surgery, a lot of people have commented on. I'm going up. See, this is why I don't like the royal family, because, you know, look at this. On the occasion of the Duke of Edinburgh's 60th birthday tomorrow. So, of course, Duke of Edinburgh, that was the title that Prince Philip had, wasn't it? His Majesty the King. You know, the thing is, the older I get and the more I hear this rubbish, His Majesty the King. It's not majesty, like he's... You know, didn't God say not to build idols? It's like revering someone as if there's something different about them. Has been graciously pleased to appoint His Royal Highness to the most ancient and most noble order of the Thistle. You know, it's just like, it sounds like something from North Korea to me. That, like, you know, putting someone on a pedestal as if they're more, you know, they're not normal human beings. I think the time's over for the royal family. I honestly do. I'm sorry. I hope that doesn't, or it will upset some people. I know that, but it is, you know, we don't live in those times anymore. We've moved on. So now Kate has, apparently, Kate, you believe it's Kate or not? Hello, baby, is the dog. You can believe it's Kate or not believe it's Kate, but somebody has gone on her Twitter account now and said, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very happy Mother's Day. See? So literally, she's responded to this with a tweet or an X or whatever they call it now. Why didn't she do a video? You know, people still, nobody's seen her. I think this just, you know, is it me? Or does this just seem even weirder? Seems even weirder to put a tweet out and say, I do occasionally experiment with editing. Well, first of all, it was supposed to be a photo that was taken by the Prince of Wales. Yeah, so now she's saying, No, it's she. Well, what is she saying? So she is saying that it was photoshopped, really, is she? But she's not saying which bits were photoshopped. I do occasionally experiment with editing. I think it's bizarre. You know, is it me? Literally, is it this bizarre or not? Just completely bizarre. Hi, musical. I think it's even more bizarre that she's actually mentioned it, you know. Why didn't she make a video and so on, you know, and fine. Why doesn't she just, so she obviously knows about all the speculation. Well, I don't even think it's her that's operating her account, because she's got 1.5 million, oh no, 2.8 million followers. So I doubt very much that she's controlling that account. Somebody will be controlling it for them. So I just think it's even more bizarre that they're putting out a statement like this, as if it's her that's giving the statement. Just bizarre, completely bizarre to me. Now let's have a look at some of the comments, because I think you might find them interesting. Yeah, I thought William took the photo. Ben says, we know she's dead, Wills, give it up. It's the people replying as if this is actually Kate for me. Well, that's it. People then, you know, well-meaning people, and I'm not criticising the people. Some people genuinely believe that that is Kate who's saying that. So this has been blown out of all proportion, a complete non-story made huge by the usual suspects. What kind of man, if you can call him that, makes his wife take the fall like this? Post a video instead. That's definitely what she should have done in my eyes. Put the phone down, William. I can give you Photoshop lessons if required. £50 an hour. You only need about 10. Oh, look at this. It was a beautiful photo and all the hubbub about it is silly. I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day. No apology needed. Every picture has some type of editing, and these people are out for a witch hunt. You focus on healing and the media can seriously go away. Please don't provide them with any more pictures of your children. Post it just on your social media pages. Well, that's a bit silly, Sabira, because if you post it on your social media pages, obviously the mainstream media then is just going to take the photo off there. This is perhaps one of my favourites comments. We believe you, Petal. And then you've got them sat on that infamous photo during COVID at Chequers, I think it was it? Or 10 Downing Street in the garden, with them all sort of chatting and, you know, not observing COVID rules. And there's Kate and them just sort of stuck there. Oh, just shows you what you can do with Photoshop, though, doesn't it? And someone in your press office needs a very constructive one-to-one or end-of-year review. This has in absolutely no way whatsoever made this bizarre situation any better. It hasn't. And then we've got like the other extreme, Clarissa. No need for apologies. Hope you had a lovely day yourself with your children. Get well soon. The picture wasn't as beautiful. Thank you for sharing it, and I hope in future you'll continue to share pictures of your sweet family. Yeah. Release the original, please. This is completely crazy. Is there a hostage situation taking place? Can you try and get a message out? This tweet is as fake as hell. And then going back to someone believing it. Thank you for sharing your family photo and letting us know you're recovering well. But I agree with Jake. It's getting to the point where I genuinely worry if she is okay. I really, and the more these weird, bizarre things happen, the more I'm thinking maybe she isn't okay. Because there's nothing to see here, guys. With yeah, I think a lot of people are concerned for Kate's safety and welfare. You know, honestly, just it's bizarre. Bizarre. You know, is she safe? Oh, it'll all be Meghan and Harry's fault. But this person, Queen of Hearts, has said, no apologies needed. Your fans knew the witch hunt came from a certain camp. We have your back. She's probably referring, it's going to end up being Meghan's fault, isn't it? Because everything's Meghan's fault. I'm just surprised that Meghan's name hasn't come up yet. But it's very odd. Very, 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 very odd. Oh my God, Lady B of Belsize, my Mother's Day was made even lovelier seeing our gorgeous royals together, smiling, happy and relaxed. The dark media has tried to destroy it, but it failed. Okay. Anyway. Very odd, very odd, very odd. Let's see what Sky News have got to say about it. You know, and this is news all over the world because I'm on an Australian VPN at the moment because I've been covering the Samantha Murphy case. It's all over the Australian news. I know Australia is part of the Commonwealth, but it's all over the Spanish news. It's massive news, and it's being made worse, I think. You know, hi, Julie Dawn. Yeah, you know, I know some people really do think that is Kate tweeting, you know, having 2.5 million followers or whatever, and anyway, that she reads their answers. Maybe she does. Maybe she does sit there and read everybody's responses. I don't know. I am starting to worry about her now, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that, and I don't even like the royal family, but now I'm worrying a bit about why hasn't she been seen, and why is it, there's no way she released that photo. Okay, so let's listen to what Sky News has to say. So Kate, the Princess of Wales, apologises for any confusion after editing her Mother's Day photograph. And Kensington Palace said they will not be reissuing the original unedited photo. Why? Why? Do you see, all these things make it even more suspicious. You know, is she okay? I mean, at first I was just thinking, well, maybe she's iller than we think, or maybe her and William have fallen out because, you know, there's so many rumours about their relationship. You know, if it's broken down, there are rumours, a lot of rumours about that. So I was sort of thinking that maybe they've had a spat. Maybe she just doesn't want to be seen in public. Maybe she did have a very serious operation like a hysterectomy or something like that. And it is very personal. And why would you want everybody to know that that's what had happened? But just this way of trying to cover everything up just makes it worse because it just creates more speculation. Whereas if they just, even if they showed a video of her like not very well and just saying, oh, you know, I'm still recovering, but it's taken, she is the Princess of Wales. Do you know what I mean? She's not like Frida from down the road, you know, that's part of being in the royal family. Like I said in the video that I made earlier today, at the end of the day, Kate, she chose to be in the royal family. She wasn't born into the royal family. She chose to marry William. She wanted to marry him. And she must have been prepared. I mean, look what happened with Harry and Meghan. Like everyone's sort of been nasty to them because she couldn't cope with it, and she's gone back and wanted to go to America. But at least she admitted she couldn't cope with it. So Kate wants to cope with it. She wants to be queen. But unfortunately, this is what comes with it, isn't it? This is what comes with it. And more so these days because of social media, because it's so much easier for people, years ago, with my mum and dad's generation, and probably mine up to a point, we didn't know what the royal family were doing. I don't think we really took much interest. I remember the Queen coming to Manchester, and my mum and dad loved the royal family. They were from that generation, thought the royal family were, their betters. So but you never knew. We found out a lot more since The Crown came out, haven't we? It started with Diana. Diana was the first one, I suppose, to come out and, say that not everything in the garden is rosy, as far as the royal family is concerned. Maybe we sort of knew it vaguely, but since then it's been one thing after another. So Kensington Palace said they will not be reissuing the original unedited photo. I mean, you'd think William would say something as well, wouldn't it? Even if he came out, because he's refused to comment, hasn't he? Anytime he has been in public, if anyone's asked him about Kate, he's just refused to comment. Which again is, why doesn't he just say, yes, she's recovering as well as expected, or I'll pass on your best wishes, thank you very much, But he's refused to comment, so it all makes it look very suspicious. So the Princess of Wales has apologised for any confusion after she admitted to editing. She hasn't actually admitted to editing it. She just said that she likes experimenting with. Yeah, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. What sort of a statement is that? It's not even saying, yes, I did edit the photo. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not actually saying that she did. She's just saying, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. Is that what her team came up with that she should say, or that William should say on her behalf? Who has said that? Who has said that? Gosh. And of course, all the smiles are weird, I think. It's too smiley, it's just, I know, I don't know. Anyway, I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very happy Mother's Day. Kensington Palace has said it won't be reissuing the original unedited photo. Royal sources added that the Princess of Wales made minor adjustments. Minor adjustments. What did she do? Without even saying what she did. Because she wanted to offer an informal picture of the family together for Mother's Day. Oh, come on. The Wales family spent Mother's Day together and had a wonderful day, the source added. So why aren't there any informal photos? Like natural photos. So Reuters, Associated Press, Getty Images, Agence France, and the Press Association told media outlets to kill the photo. That's a horrible expression as well, isn't it? Kill the photo from their systems and archives after the image was circulated on Sunday. So the caption on the photo says that the photo was taken in 2024 by Prince William. Yeah. So the Associated Press initially published a photo which was issued by Kensington Palace and later retracted the image. So Graham Smith of the anti-monarchy group Republic earlier said the manipulation of an image that the palace says was taken by William is extraordinary. I do think it is extraordinary. In my long life, I have never, ever heard of anything like this before. And he said, if it's true, it's a deliberate attempt to deceive the public. And this is the kind of dystopian behaviour you might expect from Soviet Russia, not modern Britain. Yes, I agree. And I think Britain's gone backward in that way. We used to have a much more open society. Now it's like real sort of, them and us, isn't it? And it's more like North Korea in my eyes, or communist China, these sort of images. The monarchy has always sought to manipulate and manage its image, but if they have tried to fake a photograph to silence online conspiracy theories, that's disgraceful. And it didn't work, did it? It's made everything worse. Kate's uncle, Gary Goldsmith, also weighed in on the image earlier this morning, claiming that the family would not have been responsible for altering the image. Oh, this is the guy that's been in Celebrity Big Brother. Oh, God. You couldn't make it up, could you? Britain's just a joke, isn't it? It's a joke nation, really. He's the Celebrity Big Brother evictee. Oh, please. Obviously, the family wouldn't be the ones to do any touch-ups. Yeah, it won't be Kate who's done it. They're saying it was Kate. How would it be Kate? That's that sometimes you think the royal family actually is not run by the royal family. It's run by all the bloody hangers-on, in the palaces and that. They've got so much more to lose, if they lose their jobs or whatever. But sometimes you wonder, do the actual royal family themselves even know half the stuff that goes out there? Does she even go on Twitter or Instagram to see what post she's supposed to have made? So he says the family wouldn't be the ones to do any touch-ups. So if it's gone through some filter before it's gone out to the broader world, but they wouldn't be doing photoshopping themselves. But according to Kate on her Twitter, she's been experimenting with editing. He told Good Morning Britain, the smiles on the faces said it all for me. I thought it was beautiful. Oh, that was the Celebrity Big Brother guy. And this whole Sleevegate thing, just leave it alone. So the controversy looks set to overshadow the Commonwealth Day service. Oh, it's today. Prince William and the Queen, which I can never accept. When they say the Queen and they mean Camilla, she'll never be my Queen. So, no way is she the Queen in my eyes. Not my Queen, I'm afraid. So he will gather with Camilla and the rest of the royal family, without Charlie, of course, because he's not well. So that's a whole nother thing that's going on. Yeah. So they're gathering today. So it'll be interesting to see if if they say anything, if he makes any comment. I don't see how they can't make a comment. Not a Twitter comment. It needs a video. It needs her speaking. She must be able to speak, surely. I mean, even if, she's been going through a lot, surely she could make a brief video, just say, something, just to prove she's alive, really, to be honest. Because I don't, honest to God, it just makes you wonder. Just makes you wonder. Hi, Persephone. Yeah. I think, I feel fortunate to be out of here, but hi, Dora. She could, and she'd taken off her rings as well. Hi, Selena. Hi, Garage to Essex Room. R.I.P. Well, you know what? I'm not even joking, and I don't want anything to happen to Kate. As much as I don't like the royal family, and Kate is not, probably one of my. I don't have a, I don't wish them any harm. I just don't have a, I just think they're inconsequential now. I had a lot of respect for the Queen, the real Queen, not Camilla, and for Charlie the same. I don't want I hope he recovers from his cancer and that. Don't wish him any harm. I don't wish any of them any harm. But now I'm actually starting to get a little bit worried about Kate. It's like, is she being held somewhere, or They're creating the I didn't even think that in the beginning. When she first went in for her operation, it was just, oh, she's going in for an operation. Never occurred to me that there might be anything more sinister in it. What's made me think, start to feel like, is there anything more sinister in it, is all this, it's very worrying. It's very, very, very worrying, all of it. That's right. If that was the photo, it's true. If that was the real photo of her, but just put together with the kids and what have you, yeah, she looks well enough to do a little quick, take a selfie or a little 2-minute video. Just say, I just want to say I'm fine. I know everyone's worrying about me. I'm okay. She's not okay, is she? She's not okay. She's actually not okay. Doesn't seem like she's okay. The thing is, they cannot keep it a secret forever. If something, is wrong. I mean, listen, she might trot out an Easter, because it's Easter, supposedly, which is about a month away, isn't it? She may just suddenly appear, like nothing's happened. Will it be an Elon Musk robot of Kate? Is Elon Musk, as we speak, building a Kate copy to come out and wave in a coach or whatever? Oh, who knows? Yeah. Well, do you know what? Could be a mental health issue, quizzical. That's perfectly, any of it is possible. But she hasn't done that photo. To me, that photo has nothing to do with her. And now they've put this tweet out. It's like, don't you think it's weird? Not Easter. See, I think, that you saw, like at the Queen's funeral, when they were all meeting the crowds, and whatever people think of Harry and Meghan, and I'm sure they Photoshop things too, but you do feel when you see them together, or I do anyway, I feel like their relationship is genuine, at least. Whether you like them or you don't like them or whatever, as far as I'm concerned, I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other. But they always do look natural together, as a natural couple. But whenever I see William and Kate together now, I mean, not in the beginning, obviously when they first married, and of course all these rumours about them and one thing and another, I do feel for Kate there, because if you it's like Diana, when you're married to a prince and you're gonna become a queen one day, how do you break out of that relationship? And then you find out that they're having an affair with somebody else, like Charlie was having an affair with Camilla, since even before Diana and Charles got together, he was with Camilla. He was with Camilla the night before he married Diana. So when you find that out and it all becomes apparent, what do you do? What do you do? What would Kate do? She must feel trapped. You would have a nervous breakdown, wouldn't you? So it could be a mental health issue. It could be anything. But I think just the fact she has not appeared, not even to, I'm sure she could sit up and take a brief video or something to put people's mind at rest. And the fact that she hasn't done that makes me believe that she can't do that for whatever reason. And that's quite scary for a woman, for her. Is she, what is going on? What is going on? See, I don't know about, I don't know Kate, so I don't know, but she, I think just recently, she just doesn't look happy. I think you can see that in her. She doesn't look happy, and her and William don't look to be in a good place together. Their body language is different from Meghan and Harry's body language when they're together. At least they look like a couple. I don't think William and Kate do look like a couple. I think, you know, their body language is quite sort of distant, you know. Oh, Simon. So this morning, Simon rang the Kissimmee Police Department to find out what's happening with Madeline Soto. I'm going to do a video about Madeline later. Did you, what did they say? What did they say? Come on, spit it out. Did they say anything? They don't normally talk about things, do you? Oh, do they? Yeah, I don't think they've had anything to do with those photos. You know, Kensington Palace has released it. In my opinion, they made a total cock up of it, and they're now blaming Kate, which really is sort of horrible, isn't it? It's horrible. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to go because I've got to go. I've got a class soon, but I'll be back later. I'll be doing a video later. I've got some, you know, about Madeline Soto, and also some information about Samantha. And oh God, I still haven't lit my candle today. I keep forgetting. Hopefully, won't be long before Samantha is brought home. Oh, that's interesting, Simon. They said they wanted to have all their ducks lined up in a row before proceeding. Yeah, that's very interesting. Before proceeding, because they haven't charged anybody yet, have they? No, that's not an American expression, just American expression, Simon. We use that in the UK. Get all your ducks lined up in a row before you start shooting. So at least they said something, you know. That's it's better than them just saying, oh, bugger off, you know, go away. But I think that's probably true. No, so nobody has been charged yet with Madeline's murder. No one, not even sinister Stephen Stearns, who it seems evident was involved. Nobody has been charged, have they? So he's not been charged. Madeline's mother has not been charged. So we see there's a lot more to come out. But yeah, thanks for trying. That's brilliant. Okay, right, I'm going. So will we ever find out the truth behind this photo? Will one day Kate just pop out, you know, it back to her normal duties? I hope so. I hope she's okay. And I seriously mean this now. I am actually starting to think, is she okay? And as another woman, you know, apart from, you know, because it doesn't matter if you're in the royal family or what you are, or, you know, women have the same problems. If there was some sort of coercive behaviour, if there's mental illness, you know, these things apply to everybody. So the royal family doesn't escape. Just by being the royal family doesn't mean to say they never have any problems. Of course they do. They just have a nicer environment to have their problems in, and they don't have the financial problems because, you know, at the end of the day, if you've got like mental health issues and you've got to earn a living for your kids, you've got to pay the bills, you know, it's a bit worse than if you've got all those things and you've got the best doctors and the best treatment. But having said that, it's still horrible, of course. So I think, hi Faye, I think she does look very thin, Kate, but you know, that's another thing, isn't it? Because you know, for those of you a little bit older, you'll remember, of course, Princess Diana. She was always so very slim, wasn't she? And then Fergie came along, Andrew's wife, and she was slim as well, but she was like slated for being fat. She wasn't fat, you know, but it's like they're constantly under that scrutiny, aren't they? You know, it's what they wear, what they look like. Have they put on weight? Have they lost weight? Have they lost the baby weight yet? And have they done this and have they done that? You know, so it's I wouldn't, that's one thing, you know, I'm not saying I wouldn't want to be in the royal family. It'd be horrible to be under that scrutiny and you can't go anywhere, do anything without everybody, you know, you can't do anything privately, can you? So, but Kate chose to be in the royal family. She did choose it. She wasn't born there. You know, she did choose it. So maybe she didn't realise the full implications of what it would be like. Probably not many people would. You might think you do, because when they got together, of course, Diana was already deceased, wasn't she? It's a shame she didn't have Diana to maybe advise her. Instead, she's had Camilla. Camilla would just be, oh, just put up and shut up. That's what Camilla's done for years. And she got what she wanted in the end. She got to be queen, but she'll never be my queen. But that's what she wanted. So she put up and shut up for years, didn't she? You know, watched Charles go off and marry Diana, the brood mare. He had to marry Diana to have some heirs. He couldn't marry Camilla. And Camilla's had to sit and take that, hasn't she? But she got what she wanted in the end. So. Yeah, Sam, you should have said I'm a TikTok ghoul. A TikTok ghoul, that's what they normally call social media. Well, I've noticed that the police in America look much more differently upon the public and the public interest than the British police do. That's what I've noticed for cases that I've been covering. Yeah, musical. They did the musical saying the media called Fergie the Duchess of Pork. Instead, you know, her title was the Duchess of York, and they referred to her in the media as the Duchess of Pork. Imagine that. How would your mental health stand up to that? You know, and she wasn't even fat. It's just that Diana was so slim, really. Yeah. I don't believe that, Faye. I don't believe Diana is alive, I'm afraid. I know a lot of people think that. That's another one of those. Personally, I don't believe that Diana is alive. Unfortunately, I would love to think she was alive, but I don't believe it. But I know that a lot of people do, so I always respect people's views. She wasn't overweight, Selena. No, she wasn't. She was just probably a healthy size 14. Well, Faye, I would only believe it if I actually saw her. So, you know, I know, look, these things, it's like Elvis. Everybody thought Elvis was still alive as well. So, you know, there'll always be things like that. Sorry, I've got a fly here on my computer. Okay, I'm going. But I'll be back later. So take care. Remember to live and love wisely and carefully. Be careful when you Photoshop in images. So it's like I was talking about it to my son, and he said, oh, everybody Photoshops these days, which of course they do. I don't personally, but only because I don't know how to do it. I'm sure if I knew how to do it, I could do a bit of Photoshopping. But this is the royal family. You know, it's like they're photoshopping pictures, releasing them to the public, and then the public, with all good faith, are like, oh, what a lovely picture and all that. You know, it's horrible what they're doing. It's horrible. It is no better than what they do in North Korea or Russia or communist China or wherever we say that people do bad things, or the Emperor of Japan or whoever, wherever. Oh, thank you, Selena. Yeah. Yep, we've got a little it's not, well, it is a little update actually. Just a little bit of discussion. It is something a little bit new. But anyway, I'll be on later. Thank you so much. And until I see you again, may your God always go with you. Bye.